Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you watch it from. Our today's content is to look at how some women that are independent react in relationships, in marriages. First of all, I will want us to look at who are these women that are independent. I will want us to first look at it critically. Who is an independent woman? An independent woman is a woman that can provide for all her needs. Get me right. An independent woman is a woman that can provide for all her needs with or without any support. If I mean her needs, you talk about clothing, talk about shelter, talk about food, and if at all she has children, she can provide for the children alone. You see, most time you've seen so many motivational speakers, so many religious leaders talking about women being independent, sometimes before going into marriage or before going into relationship. But now, I want us to look at it. Okay, after being independent, how do they react to this relationship? How do they react to these marriages? First and foremost, I want us to get something at the back of our mind. Every action or every reaction comes after an action. And in most time, people's action is based on individuality. Even twin brothers, they could have different character. So if I'm saying independent women, it's still based on individuals' perspective and actions. Firstly, like I told you, an independent woman is a woman who can afford, if it's a house rent or a building, can provide for feeding, shelter, and everything, clothing, everything. She can buy herself a car without the support of a man. Now, in most time, how do these people react to marriages and relationships? You know, there was a time I once released a video that is money actually necessary in a relationship? You understand? Now, in this scenario now, the woman has got money. She's got money for herself and can provide for all her needs. So how do these people react to relationship? Most time, some of them could be nice. Don't get me right. Some of them are nice people when you come in contact with them. But some of them, they are not. Majority of them are very difficult sometimes to control because you don't have any power over them, because without you or with or without you, they are okay. So some of them just have this husband as just to bear this man's name sometimes. Let us get things right. I don't say all. You understand? I don't say all, but I said some of them. They are filled up with pride. They are very difficult to control, and they set boundaries, most especially financial boundaries sometimes, between themselves and the husband. And in this kind of situation as well, they don't do things in common. They don't do things in common. When I say they don't do things in common, like getting properties together, doing all sorts of things. Sometimes it couldn't be the fault of the woman, but the man as well may may feel so insecure in this kind of marriage or relationship because he already assumed or concluded that the wife is richer, the wife is more prominent, the wife is more connected. So sometimes this is what and this is how they behave in relationship. And another thing I want us to realize is that some men are the basic cause of their reactions. Let us get things well. I said at the beginning of this video that there is no a reaction without an action. There is no reaction without an action. If an independent woman marries a man, and you as a man, you assume or conclude that because your wife is able to provide, you now become very useless in the house, forgetting your role as the head of the family, forgetting your role as the husband, forgetting your role as a father. Now tell me why these independent women won't control you in this marriage. Some men, they are too lazy to be called husband. Some men are too lazy to be addressed as father. A situation whereby you are married and you've got kids, and it is your wife who provides food, who provides shelter, who pays school fees. Now tell me as a man, how do you want to control this kind of woman? As a man, how do you want to control even the children when it is very obvious to these children that it is our mother who is responsible for our feeding, our clothing, our school fees, and every other thing, even yourself too. So many a times, you borrow money from this woman and you don't pay back. Sometimes it is this woman who clothed you, who is the man. Sometimes, even during marriage or before marriage, it is this woman who gives you this money that you should pay a bride price. Now tell me how you want to be able to control this kind of woman. I'm not saying one particular person, but some group of persons are found in this kind of situation. Even at this point, because you neglected your responsibilities, you can't control your wife, even when you see that she's doing some things that are wrong, moving with other men or doing all sorts of things. You don't have the effrontery. You are no longer in your normal sense to call out to order that my wife, why are you doing this? So this is why I said there's always an action before a reaction. Even if this woman is trying to be loyal, to be kind, and to be obedient, but your action as a man, some men will sleep till 12:30 in the afternoon. When you wake up, you want to eat. 3 p.m. you want to eat, and you want your food to be ready by 7 o'clock in the evening. Who does that? So sometimes women are the cause. Some men, not all, because some men are responsible, but some men are the cause of these reactions they got from independent women. So, men and women, I want us to gather here. Drop your comment about these particular reactions or actions. Drop your comment in the comment section on this particular topic. How independent women react in relationships or marriages. Please, if this is the first time of coming across our page, kindly like our videos and follow our page for more video tips. Thank you.